I'm a friendly person. I've always, I think, dealt with the like, maybe people think it's flirting type.
And that laugh, that'll make a guy be like, "Ooh, do I have a chance?"
That's also my girl. You're
Feel like she's laughing at all my jokes. No, she's just
Can I just think something's funny without wanting to hook up with someone?
not possible out here.
Every guy in LA thinks they're George Clooney. So none of them get married till 50, but guess what? None of you are George Clooney.
Yeah.
So like face your realities. Like some of them are still out here club promoting till 55 and like still trying to get with 24-year-old girls. It's like, what are you?
Like, want to go to Poppy? Want to go to Poppy? Like, I need a block is Nick Cannon the baby daddy for mine. That the whole sentence. I'm like, I posted my kid. He's white. How are you still asking?
You know, I've had people leave that annoying comment about my child too, like, oh, it must be Rob Dyrdek's love child. That's why she left the show.
Right?
Nitty gritty with Nat. It's the nitty gritty, with Nat. With Nat. Yeah, we get into the nitty gritty.
What is up? Welcome to the Nitty Gritty podcast, where we get into whatever we want with whoever we want. And we get into the nitty gritty of any topic. No fluff, real talk, real laughs, real entertainment. Today's guest, I'm so excited, you guys. Wait, I'm just going to give you a little hint before I say her name.
That was great.
Was it okay?
That was good.
Okay, wait. Sure, give me one.
We have to just, you'll.
Okay, naturally. But I was that like a 7 out of 10?
That was great.
I'm going to blow out their mind.
Love it.
Okay, Chanel West Coast, baby. We got Chanel West Coast in the building. So excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Singer, entertainer, multi-hyphenate. You have an amazing voice.
Thank you so much.
Like, I know you get that a lot. And I don't think you were underestimated, but I think people are like, whoa, she can sing.
Yeah, well, I was doing rap, hip hop for a long time, and I wasn't really singing. I would sing a little bit like on a hook here and there, but for the most part, people heard me rapping, saw me rapping. That's kind of what they knew I did.
Yeah.
And I decided, you know what? Let me show the world what I can really do.
Yes.
So now I'm singing and I'm doing country music, a little bit of a genre switch.
Yep.
But we're still keeping a little bit of the hip hop flavor in there. But yeah, I'm full on singing now. You might hear me rap a little bit still, so it's kind of like I switched.
Is it like a rap sing? Like a blend?
A blend. We're
Okay.
doing a little bit of a blend because you know that is one thing I think I bring different to the country world is I can sing like a country singer.
Yeah.
I can rap like a rapper too.
I love your voice. It has a little bit of Miley in there. Not that I want to compare you to somebody else, but she has an amazing voice.
The rasp.
There's a little slight rasp in there. You could do really well with ASMR. You have a very soothing voice. Hey guys, it's Chanel and I'm gonna put you to bed.
Thank you.
I watch those sometimes.
Oh my gosh, they like sometimes it's like the ones where they're opening stuff that I get really into those. I don't know why the sound of the opening stuff.
Yeah.
Like when it's like zzz,
And they get their nails done.
like,
Yeah.
those ones I'm really into.
Yeah. So with your song Little Bit Country,
Mhm.
what is the origin of transitioning from like hip hop to country? Like, because you're from California, right?
Yeah, so it's funny. I actually just wrote a song which is about what I'm kind of gonna like explain to you right now. So I just wrote a song called Homesick because I was explaining to my boys, we're in the studio writing the song, and it's really, even though I'm born and raised in LA, it's been interesting for me because I have no family here. So my mom's family's all in Ohio, South Carolina. My dad's family is all in New York. I don't have any relatives here. So growing up, I would go back home to visit family a lot in Ohio, South Carolina, New York. And I've always felt a little homesick in a weird way because even though this is my home and this is where I was raised, went to school, my family is not here. And so that's what I just made this other song about, is kind of like it's a weird feeling to be in my home state, but somehow have a homesick feeling because my family's just not here with me.
Yeah.
And that's where kind of the country origin comes from. My mom's from Ohio. She has lived in California a very long time, but she kind of still has this like naturally just for life country twang.
She has a little twang.
And I talk just like my mom.
Yeah. Do an impression of your mom.
She'd be like, did you clean the dishes? Like, she doesn't even realize it how country
funny.
sounds.
And then my mom's like, did you clean the dishes? She with the Russian accent.
So
our mom's, you are?
Yeah, my dad's side of the family is
I'm mind blown. What?
Yeah, so I don't have my dad's last name too. So like a lot of people don't know, like my name sounds very American, my real name.
Yeah.
And but yeah, my dad's family's Russian. They're not like, so my
Not off the boat?
They're not fresh off the boat.
Okay.
My great-grandparents came from Russia. So my grandparents and then my dad are from America.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say, do people ask you that question a lot? What's your real name? Does that get annoying?
Yes. I've had a few people think West Coast is my real last name. And I'm like, that would be dope, but no.
Same. If your middle name's West, your last name's Coast. It's perfect.
No, so
Northwest copied you.
Right. So Chanel's actually my middle name.
Okay.
My first name's Chelsea, and then my last name's Dudley, which is my mom's last name.
Love it.
My dad's last name is Kurloff.
Chelsea Dudley, get in your room and clean the dishes.
That's her. That's
Okay.
it. You did it better than me.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, you have a beautiful voice. So you've got a new single out now, and it's called Giddy Up.
Giddy.
And I am working out to that daily. I am in the gym squatting to it.
It's definitely a workout song.
Or the next Miley, because that's a hit. It's a hit.
Thank you.
It's a
I
hit.
appreciate it. I love Miley, so I'll take that any day.
We got to do TikToks to it, all of it.
Oh, all of it. We're gonna have a little dance challenge. We're gonna have we have another challenge we're working on. I'll give you all the challenges to do because I know you'll be great at all of them. But yeah,
Great at challenges.
Giddy Up. It's a fun party song. I'm releasing it as country, but it's a little pop, funk, a little hip hop flavor. It's honestly a very it's a broad genre type track. I feel like no matter what you listen to, it's like the type of song everybody can like.
Yeah. Giddy up, y'all. Coastal cowgirl. That's amazing. So what's your process like when you're brainstorming Homesick? Is it just like, oh, I have this idea, I have this melody, I have these words. Does the melody come to you first?
So like even with writing that song Homesick, it was really like the feeling of like, I want to make a song about this. You know, I kind of was just feeling that way. And I'm like, I feel like I need to put this into a song somehow.
Yeah.
And like with my new song, Giddy Up, that song came from hearing the beat first. When you hear it, it's like the beat is just so amazing. It makes you want to party, just get up and dance right away. So when I heard that one, I instantly was like, this needs to be a fun, sexy party.
So I'll want to work out to it. Brand deals in Hollywood. I mean, I'm sure you get a lot of DMs, emails, and you have to be selective with the brands. But let's get into the nitty gritty of anyone who's not a content creator. It is a lot of work. You have to organize your outfits when you're posting. Do you have a content calendar? And when you get a brand deal, what is that like when you're deciding yes or no? Hey, earring.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's all good.
Put it on real quick. They can.
I'm going to be real, authentic.
It is the nitty gritty.
Yeah. If I find my ear hole, great. If I don't, great. Keep going.
No, it gets not I'm not gonna say annoying because I love my brand deals and I love doing that for work. But it is a lot of hard work and people don't get it because sometimes the brands can be picky as well. I've done a few brand deals and it's like, okay, so take all the content and then send it to us to approve. And I'm like, I mentioned earlier, I don't wake up like this. And I'm like, how long do I have to wait to approve? Because this hair and makeup's not going to stay done till tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And so sometimes it's like, oh, dang, they didn't even approve it. Now I got to go get ready again the next day. And it's like, I know that sounds like not a lot, but
could charge a revision fee too. Sometimes I've seen that where they're like, we get 2 revisions within this, amount of money. We get 2 revisions.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a lot though. It's a lot of posting and that's another thing too that's funny. So especially for Fashion Nova, for example. So you have a certain amount of posts, but say I'm a week that I'm in the studio just on mom life. This week I'm not really going anywhere. So then you're just like, all right, I guess I got to just get ready in my house and put on 5 outfits for one day. And so then you end up just doing a whole photo shoot in your house.
And then you're in the evening, you're like, can I go somewhere? I have my hair and makeup done. What?
It's like,
I want to be seen.
It is a lot of work, but I like doing the brand deals. I feel like it's a great thing to be able to endorse things without needing, you don't need to be in a commercial, you don't need to be on TV. Social media
do it from home.
It's such a strong thing and you can get across to so many people. And I'm really big though on I love endorsing brands that are stuff I'm passionate about, like fitness brands and things that are positive. Those are when I really like doing it.
Yeah. The worst is when a brand is like, you get all the creative control. We'll let you pick. And then they come back with a script and you're like, you told me. So another congratulations is in order. You just got engaged, around holiday time. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the ring. My hands are kind of sweaty, but there it is.
Drips of sweat. What was that like? I think I saw the video. the video that I saw, he was following you like you were doing a piece of content, you're strutting your stuff. And then you turned around and he was like, will you marry me?
Yes.
Was that it?
Yeah. So, well, he knows I love Christmas. Like,
yeah.
That's my time of year. I just love the holidays. And we went for a nice lunch at the Mayboard, and they have this beautiful Christmas tree there.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really great setup. And so the funniest thing is I needed to get a Fashion Nova video.
Hell yeah, gotta get that ad.
Gotta get my Fashion Nova content.
They're like, you need 73 posts a month. No. Shout out to Rich. I love Fashion Nova.
I love Rich too. His mansion's like around the court.
Yeah, it is.
Looking at us right now from a telescope.
Yeah.
Mansion.
For real.
So I thought I was just gonna bust out like a Fashion Nova look. And so my boyfriend, or fiance now, he was like, oh, it's really pretty over by the tree. We should get a video. And this is the funniest part. Normally I'm like okay, let's take like 5 for good measure.
Yeah, a bunch of takes. Always.
I mean, this time he took a video and it was such a good first video. I go, oh my God, one and done, perfect. And my boyfriend's probably like, no, like we need to take another because this was his plan.
Yeah.
And so he's like, no, you know what? I have an idea. Like, why don't you do another? I was like, babe, what are you talking about? I'm like, that video.
You're like, I'm done working. I'm the one that does this.
I'm like, that was a perfect video. I was like, I got the content. He's like, no, I have an idea. Why don't you do one where you like start from the end of the walkway and like walk towards the tree and do like a little spin? And I'm like, okay, sure. I'm like, great idea, babe. And so I just go to walk down for the second video thinking I'm just trying the little spin for the video. And then when I turned around, he like had the ring. And yeah, it was just, I was so caught off guard. And I'm really happy that our baby was there too, because she like saw the whole thing. So
Bowie, right?
Yeah, Bowie. It was very special just to have her there too.
Aw, that is a special moment. So I would love to talk motherhood in Hollywood with you because we both have toddlers.
Yes.
And there is such a big historical change of pre-baby life versus now life. Like, what is that like for you to, I know you post your baby online, you post your man online, and just life before baby, life after baby, working. Like, I feel like that is the challenge of a lifetime, is balancing work and being a mom.
Yeah. It's honestly like, I can't believe that before I had a baby, I'd always be like, there's not enough time in the day.
That you thought you were busy and you thought you were tired.
Yeah. I'm like, what was I talking about? Now there's not enough time in the day. The funniest thing is I joke that now I feel like I, in some weird way, can get way more done in shorter amount of times because it's like, she's napping. Oh, let's get as much done as we can.
You're efficient. You have to be.
I'm like, whereas before I would have like maybe spaced out what I just tried to cram in an hour like throughout the day. But now I know I don't have that time. So it's like when I have free time, I have to get things done and do as much as I can. You know, even like I do a photo shoot. Now it's like, oh,
we have to get it done.
Yeah, we got to get as many looks as we can today because I can't be shooting as much as I used to. You know, it's like I can't be away from the baby as much. So like even studio sessions now, I'm like, before you kind of hang out in a studio session a little bit, now I'm like, no, we need to knock out 3 songs today. I need to make use of my time here because I have a baby to get home to. You know what I mean?
And I feel like the perfectionism goes down, which is a good thing. It's like it's like this get it done mentality. And instead of like this perfectionist wait for the right time. I think before baby, it was like perfect conditions, right time. I think a kid forces you like, no, why not now?
Yes.
Like he's napping. My kid is actually napping, right?
You just nailed it. Like because I'm a Virgo too. So we're like known for being perfectionists. And that was my problem before is like, I'd be so like picky about things. Now I'm like editing a music video and I'm like, oh my God, dude.
You're like, that's good.
Yeah. No, literally.
Because it is good. That's the thing is it's like the way that you work now is so efficient and it is still really good work. It is still high quality work. I think like being a mom is a superpower. Like just the way that we view things, the way I'm sure you say no to things now, like where before baby, it was like, yeah, I could do this. Yeah, I could do this. Yeah, I'll do your freaking nitty gritty podcast. But now you really have to think through every moving part.
Yeah, you got to pick and choose. Like, is this worth my time? You know, before I'm like, and I'm a hard worker. I've always been very ambitious. It's like, oh, I can go to this event and network tonight, and maybe I'll meet the right person or whatever. And even like with that type of stuff, it's like I'm in LA. There's a million events, but I'm like, am I getting a paycheck? Is something
you have to go through a checklist of is this worth it?
Yep, literally. So yeah, it's just you got to pick and choose and what's the right look, as a mother as well. Like before, I was a little bit more broad with like I'd attend this person's event because I'm like so supportive of different things. But now it's like, should I be going to your weed brands party? Maybe not.
Yeah. I feel you. And so do you feel like, I mean, this is a candid question because I feel like I've experienced since having a toddler. It's not like lost opportunities, but it's like, okay, I see these less guys talking to me that I thought that we were maybe like working together or going to do like, comedy videos or comedy shows with. Some of that trickled away a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like that happens. But then on the other side of it, I feel like it's like, okay, well then you meet new mom friends, you meet new community. But do you feel that shift with like posting your kid online? Now guys know you're clearly not single.
Yeah.
What's your experience with
No, totally. And it's funny because I'm like, I'm a friendly person. I've always, I think, dealt with the like, maybe people think it's flirting type.
And that laugh, that'll make a guy be like, "Oh, do I have a chance?"
That's also my girl. You're
They're like, she's laughing at all my jokes. No, she's just
Can I just think something's funny without wanting to hook up with someone?
not possible out here.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then there's that too, where it's like, I just think people are funny. And so like, I'm like a personable person. And so maybe sometimes people can think, oh, she's interested or whatever. I do notice that since, I've been with my man and had a baby and been very much openly posting, like I have a man, that less like before it'd be kind of like, oh, hey, let me come on your podcast.
Or just like a slide in the DM, like, hey, what's up?
Or like, hey, yo, you should produce a track for me. Or like, let me come on your podcast sometime. And I would get more like instant reactions before, like, sure, why not? And now it's like, oh yeah, let me see if let me get back to you. And I'm like,
what? They're looking at your page before they get back to you. No,
yeah.
No, but you know what? It just trickles out. The people. It brings in the people with good intentions and that didn't care about that. And
can I just say that's another reason I also not started, but one of the things I love about doing country music now. Big difference than hip hop. So in hip hop, it was a lot of like, you feel like people are maybe like trying to hook up with you, and that's the only reason they invited you to the session or the party or whatever. In country music, I'm not joking. Every single session I have, it's like, oh, hold on, I gotta call my wife. Oh, hold on, I gotta call my husband. Or everybody's in a family, in a relationship. People work in the daytime like normal people. It's not like, let's work at 2 a.m.
Sessions till 2 a.m. are crazy.
2 till 10 a.m. I'm like, I want to be in bed then. You know what I mean? And so that's also what I love about doing country music. And as a mom, I felt like it was a more fitting genre for me because there's just a lot more of that family life.
Totally.
And that's just a big part of country, like the country world. So that's one of the things I love about.
I mean, I love rap, but it's fuck bitches get money.
And literally, it's like, dude, and I'm like, even now, still doing country music. Like I say the word ass in my song "Giddy Up,"
and you're like, ooh.
I say Spurs chaps with a little ass, and my baby's hearing that line, and I'm like, oh my god! But it's literally like the only like semi explicit thing I've said in like any of my country music I've been making. So that's already what I like a little bit more about that is I think as a mom, it's just a better genre to network in and stuff,
Yeah, it's very family oriented. Like,
it's a lot more wholesome.
Very, very wholesome.
It's not all the fuck bitches get money.
I love that. Something I've been seeing, because I know you were talking about posting, and it's something that I like still haven't fully decided yet because my kid is 1.5 years.
Yeah.
I see sometimes celebrities put the emojis over their kids' faces or they blur their faces. And then I'm like, should I do that? But like, I've posted him before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when he gets older, am I going to do that? Everyone talks about the stories with AI. And then I also see like other celebrities and public figures just post their kid. And it's like, I kind of can't decide. I'm like, what am I doing? But like, I don't know. What do you think about that?
So it's funny. I had a big career change right after having the baby. It's a very long story, which I'm gonna like, I'm saving for a book or something.
Yeah.
But basically, like, got the news of like, I'm getting an offer for my own show, but it was a kind of like, you have to choose, do you still want to do Ridiculousness or the show type thing? And so I've been trying to get my own show forever.
Mm-hmm.
I had reached a point of not caring about that anymore because I'm like, now I'm a mom, and I'm like, of course they come to me and want to give me my own show now that I'm like 60 pounds overweight, just had a kid.
That's how it works.
You know what I mean? But so I was thrust into kind of this decision of like putting my kid on TV and on camera right away. And it was like a kind of like a career thing I had to just go for. And so that's when I was like, you know what, let's just make her Instagram. Like maybe she'll become a little star out of this, And another thing too that I think is really special about Instagram, social media is these kids can go back and look at like their whole life on their Instagram. You're almost giving them like a little photo album that's a much more modern version that they can take with them everywhere they go type thing. It's like they can't bring a photo album around and like schlep it with them to college or whatever, but they can have this Instagram account and go and scroll back and like literally look at pictures of themselves with their mom and dad when they were a baby. And that I think is a really cool thing. I think as long as you really monitor your children's accounts and you're not posting like a naked picture of your kid or something.
Of course. Yeah, of
like,
course.
You know, there's even cute pictures of her in the bath I've wanted to share, but it's like, you don't share that, you know? So I think it's just about really like monitoring and being careful what you post, but
balance. And they're so cute that it's hard not to just, in the moment, I'm like, he's so cute. I'm posting this.
Yeah, and you want them to have the memories, but also you never know what your kid's going to want to do. What if your kid wants to be an actor, an entertainer, or whatever? It's great that you're building a following for them when they're only toddler.
Set at this point. It's like Instagram is the new website, right? Do people still do websites these days? I think some do.
No, we do. We still got websites. I think I gotta pay my GoDaddy right now for mine or something.
Yeah, it's so funny. So you go back and forth Miami, LA, and so I do that as well. So I have to get into like where's the traffic actually worse? Because I always get in arguments with people. I'm going to say Miami. I actually think it's worse there.
I think it might be a little worse there because Miami people are going to hate me. I don't think they have as good of drivers there.
Oh, terrible. Let's just say it.
I think here.
Signal. Why does it? This is a PSA for safety. Nobody signals in Florida. They just turn.
They do.
And, you know, I heard that they don't have to do driver's ed in Florida.
Wait, really?
I heard that it's like a different process. So yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I just drove there like with my LA license, so I have no idea. But yeah, I think it's like LA is such a driving culture that here you're going to driver's ed at like 15. Your parents are like helping you get a car or something. It's such a driving culture. It's so spaced out here that like people get cars really young here and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think you learn to drive younger, you become a better driver. You know what I mean? Whereas like I don't think it's as much like I don't know how to explain that, like a driving culture in Miami. So I feel like they're just not as good of drivers.
Just throw a teen in a car. Great.
Literally, they just throw people in a car. They're like, go out in the freaking hurricane, you know?
Even my man, he'll like signal as he's turned. I'm like, the whole point is to give a heads up to the person behind you. Like that's the whole point of the signal. Okay, food. Better in LA or Miami?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Maybe LA.
Yeah, I think there's more restaurants. I mean, Miami has some really good stuff. Shout out to David Grutman. But I think the food here is probably...
There's just a more selection. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like independent, smaller business type restaurants, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. And there's here we're really into our like healthy food. Like they're starting to be really up on the no seed oils and all of that stuff everywhere here. Whereas I don't think you find as much of the health.
I think LA's first usually. We need an Air One in Miami though. That will crush in like Brickell or something. That will crush. Okay, and then this is the debate too, because I have friends in both, where people are more flaky. Because you have all these stories. My friends that are single in Miami, I mean, you remember being single, right? They're like, the guys here suck. And then I hear that here too. I'm like, it's a big city thing. I'm going to vote that I think Miami's worse. Based off of because I did live in Miami for a little bit when I was single. I'm gonna pick Miami. And friendship-wise, too. Friendship-wise, business-wise, and dating-wise, I'm going to say Miami's flakier.
Maybe.
I don't want to lose all my Miami fans. I love you guys, but...
yeah, maybe. I don't know. Because that's what it is, too, here, is that everybody's so big on, like, networking, making sure you're staying friends with the right people, like, to be, like, a socialite type that people, like, I feel like don't want to flake or... You know what I'm saying? It's like, they're like, oh, no, I got to keep these connections. Whereas, like, in Miami, it's like, I think, I don't know. It's a very, like, there's a lot more of, like, a go with the flow vibe there.
Totally, yeah.
First of all, I can't figure out how people go out so late in Miami and then they're calling me like, hey, are you ready for the boat at 10 a.m.? I'm like,
That's
just
respect.
got home from the club. How are you on the boat already alive?
Miami workout culture is great. People are very healthy there, too. And look, I hate to generalize based off city. There's real people everywhere and there's fake people everywhere. Any state. It's like you kind of attract your right people. But it's just funny cultural stories from people that say, oh, like the dating sucks here. When you were single and do you remember what that was like? Just like dating in Hollywood and like trying to find the right person. And were you on apps?
No, I've never been on an app.
Okay.
So I've like been on TV since before apps.
Okay.
Basically. And so I never wanted to get on an app. Now they have like Raya for it's like the more exclusive one.
I'm on it and I had to put just for friends. So once I met my man, I was like, click, I don't want to lose my account.
But like, I just thought it was weird to be like, you know, like a TV personality or something. I'm like, I'm just gonna get a bunch of psychos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Like I've never just got to experience kind of like this like app dating life. I would just meet people through really like the industry through.
Yeah, naturally.
I felt like I would like my past couple boyfriends were like I met through doing music or, you know, through the industry basically. So, but yeah, dating here is, I feel like I always joke that every guy in LA thinks they're George Clooney. So none of them get married till 50, but guess what? None of you are George Clooney.
Yeah.
So like face your realities. Like some of them are still out here club promoting till 55 and like still trying to get with 24-year-old girls. It's like, what are you?
You like want to go to Poppy? Want to go to Poppy? Like, where's the 19-year-old at?
That's like, that is literally a lot of men here in Hollywood.
Like, unless you're Leo.
But even Leo, bro, come on. No, Leo's cool. One time I met him and he was cool.
Yeah, I heard he's really nice.
Yeah, he was down to earth.
I thought he's really. It is interesting how like you'll meet certain people and you're like, they're way nicer than I expected. And then you'll meet other celebrities and you're like, oh, I'm kind of disappointed in how they weren't really friendly. That happens a lot.
Oh my God. I will never blast. But like there's been a couple people I've met who so rude. And then they realize that I'm like on TV or something too.
And then they act nice. How many times? That happens all the time.
It's like, yo, I was like your genuine fan. You should have been nice to me before you realized that
now you're going to be different.
Like semi-relevant.
Oh, I moved to LA and I had like 10,000 followers. And when I tell you the shift, when I like finally hit 500,000, how like some people would talk to me different. I'm like, can we just talk to everybody like they're a human being? Like, the janitor is going to be the next, you know, Jeff Bezos. Or like, you shouldn't think like that, but you should just treat everyone the same regardless. But there's a lot of that here where like a friend will be like, yo, she's lit. Look at her Instagram. And it's just like the fact that you even have to do that is kind of icky. But that's the world we live in.
No, it
is.
It really is. I mean, I feel like social media made it worse. Before social media, it was just like, oh, this person's an actor.
They would get on a Daily Show or you know, one of the talk shows. And that's...
Now, though, it's like there's a lot more kind of relevant people because of social media. So it's like, how many followers are there?
There's a lot of famous people, which is like, you know, you can do your thing from anywhere now.
Yep.
I think a lot of that was COVID. But I want to play a game with you called No Cap with Nat. So we're gonna pick out some questions from the cap and we're gonna see what's cap or what's not.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna play No Cap with Nat. We got some juicy questions in here. And we're both gonna play it.
Okay.
And basically if you don't want to answer, then it's negative points. So whoever gets to 3 first.
Okay.
Okay. You go first.
Okay.
You go first, Janelle.
Like we're so far from each.
Yeah.
We need somebody to just be a little hand just
passing the hat.
Okay. Scroll through your texts, land on a random one, and read it out loud.
Wow.
Okay, I need my phone for that. Can you guys pass that to me?
So we'll just tell you when to stop scrolling. Yeah. All right. This will be interesting.
I
hope it lands on your mom so you can do her voice again.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, so you'll just scroll. I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay.
Ready? Stop.
Okay. The text. Oh, it's a friend of mine from literally middle school telling me, because she lives in Vegas now, that she's about to come out here and it's her son's birthday to come to Universal with the kids.
Love a kid's birthday party. No, I don't want to fucking go. There's been way fucking too many birthday parties. I'm not going to any more this year. Okay.
That is the hardest part about being a mom. It's like
one of the other birthday parties.
Like, yo, I already had to go insane to plan my own kids, and now I'm going insane.
And then when it's yours, you're like, everyone better come. And then when it's someone else's, you're like, can we just send a gift?
I know. It's like, that's the hardest part. But then you're like, I have to go or nobody's going to show up at my
And we do that with our own birthdays too. Let's be real.
That's so funny. Okay, here you go.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Do you believe in fate? Ooh, I just did mushrooms the other day, so I have a lot to talk about. I have never said that on air before. Do I believe in fate? So I feel like in some moments, especially as I've gotten a little older, I'm like, no, this is all like math and science, and the decisions you make lead up to what you do. But then I do have a very spiritual side that's like, I'm supposed to be here right now, this moment. I met my man for a reason. My baby's here for a reason. So I'm like kind of half and half. Not to sound like, that doesn't mean I'm a pessimist. That doesn't mean I'm not happy. But I think that the decisions you make really matter. And then I also think there's a little bit of a karmic aspect to it too. I think you get what you put into the universe. So if you put in goodness and kindness, you're going to get it back later. And I think that's like an energetic spiritual thing. So I kind of go in and out with like, is this destiny? Because something that I'm sort of thinking again as I've gotten a little older is like, in my 20s, it was like, good things are going to happen and you be a good person. And now I'm kind of like, no, you got to work for it and you got to create it. Like we are fed like these cute memes and quotes that like everything will work out and everything happens for a reason. And I'm kind of a little bit more like, you got to do it. You got to do the work in life and all the aspects and then you'll get it back.
I believe like basically the same as you, but I do think that so like obviously what you decide to do, your actions, your decisions lead to like every little thing.
Yeah.
Then there's this part of me that's like, those actions and decisions you made were literally meant to happen, to lead to it. Because it's like, sometimes you'll look back like, fuck, why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. But you literally, something led you to do it because you were meant to do it to lead to.
You were doing the best that you could at that time. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. The spiritual aspect of like, what's meant for you, but then also work for it. I think that's the tagline.
Literally. Because I look back at my life and like I'll look at like certain decisions I made and I'm like, okay, if I wouldn't have done that, life would be like completely freaking different. Yeah. But that's the part of me that's like, no, like I was meant to do that. I was meant to struggle for that little bit of time because it led to like this greater thing or whatever, you know? It's really weird. I feel like that's what I think fate is. It's like that little it's like that little gut feeling inside of you that literally makes you make those decisions. Yeah. Because there actually is some like weird
energy. And I think the gut feeling is such a real thing. Like our gut actually has, that's a whole science talk, but our gut actually has like brain receptors. It's connected to our brain. So, and I think especially when you become a mom, that instinct, it is so intensified.
Yeah.
I mean, I will like predict things and it will happen for other people, for my kid. I'm like, he's going to sleep for an hour and 37 minutes. And like, it is.
No, literally. Yeah. Well, your gut, and think about this too. It's like, so even this is a more like obvious thing, but like when I was pregnant, I could smell if like food was bad or something, like on a different level. Like my boyfriend was like, babe, like the date isn't even, and I said, I don't care what the date says. My instinct says, no, don't put that in my system right now.
Love it.
And you get this like, it's like these natural, like motherly instincts that like, that's what I think it is. It's like, it literally just makes you like, I don't know how to explain it.
It's like a survival instinct.
Yeah.
You're protecting.
It's almost like a psychic thing you get being a mom, that all of a sudden you just kind of like know the right things to eat and do. And yeah, it's hard to explain.
It is hard to explain. It's really powerful. Okay, so we're both at one point. Okay. So your turn.
Okay, if you could give your 20-year-old self advice, what would it be? Probably not to be so much of a perfectionist. That's literally what I would tell my 20-year-old self. Like I have so many songs that like never saw the light of day, and I'll go and play it like in my boyfriend, fiance now is like, why didn't you ever drop this? And I'm like, I know, and I think back and I'm like, dang, I never like perfected it. Never.
Like, that was pretty good.
Got it right or whatever. And now as an artist, I realized you just drop everything. Just send it into the world. Not even just as a musician, like with any form of art, any person who creates something, like the less picky you are and the more you just send it into the world,
I love that,
the more chance there is of people finding it and loving it. And I mean, that's my best advice for my 20-year-old self and to any young creative people is like, don't be such a perfectionist, and not even just about creativeness, like about anything in life, relationships, friendships, everything. Like, I think some people like, you know, we watch the movies and stuff and everybody sees these like images of what life is supposed to be like, and just like not trying to be like what people make you think is this perfect image of life. Yeah. You'll end up actually having a perfect life if you don't try.
Yeah.
You know,
own level of perfect, your own version of it.
Literally. Like, I'm like, I was such a perfectionist when I was a young kid, and now I just wish I sent it out into the world more and like put more of my content out and just wasn't so like overthinking everything and like caring so much what people think. Like, if I just didn't give a shit, I swear I'd be further.
Yeah. Speaking of what Do you read comments on social media?
I definitely read comments. So I read the comments mainly to see the positive because it makes me feel good. I like seeing a fan being like, "Don't give up, Chanel. I've been listening to your shit since Eat My Cookie," which embarrassing song, guys. I've gotten a lot better since Eat My Cookie. Okay,
Is it what it means? It means
oh yes,
what I think it means.
Okay. Oh yes, okay. I wrote it at 21.
Look up that song after.
It means exactly that, But like we've progressed since then.
Yeah. Yeah, I read the comments too sometimes, and then there will be times where I'm like, I'm not in the mood at all. And so my sister is also my assistant, so she has the login to my Instagram. I'm releasing some very private information right now, but yeah, sometimes she'll reply to the comments because I'm like, I don't even want to be on social media today. I'll just like, there's something in me that I'm like, I just don't want to.
Yeah.
And so then I'll ask her, I'll be like, what are they saying generally?
Dude, that's great to have somebody.
So that's nice. Because yeah, I think there's pros and cons. You get happy when you see like, I love this. And then if there's just one, we focus on the bad, right? We'll focus on the like, whatever.
I've blocked a ton of words at this point. Like negative words like whack, stupid, wannabe. I'm trying to think of some more.
The audacity.
Any
use
like
those words with you.
like any stupid word that like somebody's gonna try to diss me with. I blocked all those words.
I need a block is Nick Cannon the baby daddy from mine. That whole sentence. I'm like, I've posted my kid. He's white. How are you still asking?
I've had people leave that annoying comment about my child too. Like, oh, it must be Rob Dyrdek's love child. That's why she left the show.
Right? People love,
like, dude, people are like losers.
My daughter for 3 years and people are like, guys will still DM me and like think I'm single. I'm like, I posted the proposal video. I posted my ring and they fucking have a ring in their bio anyways, but that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Comments. Okay. All right.
Wait, was it your turn or my turn?
I think it's mine now.
Okay.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
She did 20-year-old stuff.
Okay. Ooh, this is like really in the fate, destiny category. What's your biggest regret? I definitely have regrets. Let me think. I think when I was younger, in my young 20s, I wish that I worked really hard. I've always been a hustler.
Yeah.
I've always been a hustler. If you ask anybody how to describe me, hard worker would be like top 3. But I wish that I could go back and be like, just don't date. It's a distraction. Like, it's not like you're going to get married when you're 23.
I should have said that in the advice.
Would have locked in even more,
Yeah.
Even though like I'm happy with where I'm at and I'm heading in a good direction, I wish that I would have just been like, I'm not even going to talk to these boys like at all and just really, really lock. But at the same time, like, I do believe you can have it all. You should be able to have fun. You should have friends. You should have relationship. You should have work. But I think there could be a period in your young 20s where you just are like, you don't have kids, you don't have family. So I think I kind of look back at that sometimes. I'm like, what if I really like Kobe Bryant did it and just like didn't go out late and like,
yeah.
But
no, I honestly, I should have said that too because, I grew up like an only child. My mom was a single mom. And I think that naturally makes you just always like, I want a boyfriend. I want love, And so I feel like that was something that always, like I always cared about. And some of these boyfriends probably were a distraction and, not the best for my career. And also like I had a heartbreak in my 20s too. And it
breaks you.
It effed me up.
Yeah.
I was like not myself for a while. And it's like, dude, if I never was with this.
How long did you date?
For like 2.5 years.
That's a pretty long time.
Almost 3 years. Yeah. And he was like older than me too. So I'm thinking like, oh, marriage is coming.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, he was still mentally also my age.
I just heard the twang a little bit. When you go, marriage is coming. I heard it.
It comes out
cute.
Here and there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, and it's like the heartbreak that you feel at that time and you think that it was such a waste of time looking back. But like, you can't say that to like, hey, don't date. Like, that's part of life. You do need those experiences. So
yeah,
I guess fine. Again. Okay. Well, this is your third one and then.
Celebrity crush. This will be funny since I am taken now, but I'm going to say like, so this is the funniest thing because I don't really have one currently, but people think this is funny when I say it. My celebrity crush for a while was James Franco.
Okay.
I think he's hilarious. Pineapple Express is like one of my favorite movies ever.
Oh, yeah.
And so I just think he's hilarious and like, but I think that he needed to take better care of his teeth because they got a little yellow. I think he might be a smoker maybe.
Yeah, yeah. When you're watching TV with your man, like, do either of you be like, oh, she's hot or he's hot? Like, how's that?
Oh my, this is a good one for you to drop soon because the new Survivor season's coming out.
Is somebody really hot on there?
This is the funniest thing. So me and my boyfriend love Survivor. We'll go back and watch some old seasons here and there because we got into it later in life, you know? And so we went back and watched an older season, and there's this character. I feel so bad that I'm dissing him right now. He knows what he did to himself. His name's Ozzy.
Okay. Ozzy, what did you do to yourself? Okay.
Okay, very attractive guy. And so this is the funniest, like very attractive young man, you know? And so the funniest is we're watching the season. It's an old season. And my man goes, yeah, so I don't know, I heard Ozzy lost his looks and got kind of fat. And like that's his way of being like, yeah, I know you think Ozzy's cute, babe, but guess what? He doesn't look like that anymore. And the funniest thing is he comes back for season 50 Survivor, which is about to come out. And so my boyfriend was like, yeah, let's go look what he looks like, right? I heard he's coming out on season 50. Dude, it looks like he ate himself. I was like, how did you let your looks go? But that's the funny thing is we watch these shows together, and that was my boyfriend's way of being like, I know you think
he knows. Like he knows what you would think is
like, but guess what? He doesn't stay like that.
Your laugh is so good right now. That's it right there. Okay, you did it so much on ridiculousness. Like, how often do people say do the laugh? Do you get it like every day?
Yeah, people will say do the laugh, and I'm like, make me laugh. Because it's like, I can't just fake it. I have to like genuinely laugh.
Yeah.
When I try to fake it, it sounds awful. It sounds like even worse than my real laugh. You know what I mean? But yeah, people say that to me all the time. And then sometimes when I look like crap and I'm like out and about, like running errands, same on the phone.
Will someone just yell it at you? Like do the laugh?
Well, no, sometimes people don't recognize me until I do it. Cause like, I don't wake up like this, like Beyonce. Like there's homeless Chanel and then there's like the Chanel we all know.
You're not even wearing that much makeup. Yeah.
But like if I laugh, or that's another thing too, if I want to stay hidden and I accidentally like laugh,
that's it.
The cover.
That's it. But then people will say, do it again or like.
Yeah, they'll be like, it's if I laugh in public and you know I'm trying to be incognito, always right away like, oh my God, wait, I knew I heard that laugh. Oh my God.
So you don't have like like any sort of alternate laugh that you can kind of hide?
Because I'm the type of person that like when something makes me laugh, like I just laugh. I can't really hold it in.
I love it.
You know?
Yeah. You seem like a very happy person. I love it.
Hey.
A very contagious happy.
Well, that's something I'd like to say too while we're here, you know, because that's where I feel like I've been asked this a lot is what's the biggest misconception about me? And I think that that's where people don't get me as an artist and stuff is they're like, oh, this girl's just like...
Because she's silly.
She's so happy, bubbly, silly, goofy. Like, how are you? Like, where's your depth? Where's your grit? Where's your, you know, what's your struggle to be a rapper? And it's like, hey, just because I'm good at keeping a smile and like masking what I'm going through in my personal life doesn't mean I don't have a personal life or struggles. You know what I'm saying? So I am a happy person, but I think the reason I'm happy is because of how I deal with the shit in my life.
You try to laugh it off.
I try to laugh it off. Like I get out of a bad breakup. I'm like, let me go watch 10 comedy specials. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love to use comedy and humor to get myself out of like thinking about the sad things in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another topic that I had for us too, was just being underestimated in general.
Yeah.
As a woman in Hollywood, it happens. It still happens. It's going to happen in music. It's going to happen in comedy. Just in general, we have to prove ourselves more. And definitely people that work with you, they know that you're mega talented. They know you're a hard worker. But I think it still happens where people sleep on you. And you just got to prove. You got to prove them.
Got to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I just don't stop. But like I think that, you know, being on Ridiculousness is such a fun show, great show to be on forever. But
yeah.
Again, people, they don't see any of the hard work behind the scenes. They literally just see me laughing, smiling, sitting on a couch. They don't even know like how much I just sweat and like rush to like get ready to like rush to stage for that, or that I had to film 6 episodes in a day on a day when I was like bloated as hell on my period.
Yeah.
Or like on a day when
Doing all this while bleeding. Let's just say everything.
Or again, getting out of a bad breakup, but I still had to go to work and laugh and smile. You know what I mean? And so people don't know like the behind the scenes of that.
Yeah.
So they just think like, oh, like, you know, it's so easy. But
They don't see all the sides to us. Yeah.
they don't see how hard we work. Like,
Yeah.
they just like, people don't get it, you know?
That's why you're going to get your own show. Yeah. I remember in 2022, my ex and I broke up and I had a big show that night.
Mhm.
And it's like I crushed that night, ironically. And I was like, oh, I should get something sad should happen more. Like I crushed. And I was like, little did everyone know. Like I just put on a smile. And I remember went home and just like sobbed because I was just like, We broke up like 2 hours before the show. And I was like, all right, it's like a sold out show, but
isn't it funny though?
We're entertainers, so
you're funniest at those moments.
Yeah, I was like, what do I need to, how can I simulate this without, just diss me before shows, something like that. Something. I'm just gonna call you and say mean shit to me. I'm gonna see if there's anything else. Okay, I'll do one more hat and then we'll do our little Nat Pressions impression game. All right, so I got last thing you ordered on Amazon. Ooh, pretty boring. Pretty boring. Like some high chair thing for my kid. So I'm gonna do another because I still love you producers, but that one was Okay, wow. Do you believe in God?
Deep one. Love it.
I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm gonna candidly just say I'm very open-minded.
I'm not letting you leave here today thinking there's no God. There is.
Well, I'm very open-minded. And sometimes I call it the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll be like the universe, like thank you, universe.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still exploring that. I really am. I think that it's a lifelong journey for me. I'm very spiritual.
Yeah.
Very. I'm also very into science and like physics. And so it's kind of a push-pull. But I definitely believe in the universe, energy, like I said, karma, you get what you put in, how you treat people. I believe everything is a boomerang. You could smile at somebody at the store that's really going through it, and you could be like the difference of their mood, and then they go to the next person, and it is such a boomerang effect. What we do, it's a chain reaction. But my answer is I don't know.
I mean, none of us.
And that's okay. I have so many friends that are super religious. And I think this is the first time I've even talked about it, like online or anything. I'm just kind of like, I'm not 100% sure.
I want to tell you.
You might say, oh, that's because she, like, that doesn't mean I'm sad. That doesn't mean I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I'm just like also very into science. So.
Some parts of it.
Yeah, but no, I'd love to hear your feedback because you just said I'm not leaving here before you. So tell me why I should believe in God.
I believe in fate and God so much that I believe God brought me here today to make you believe in God. That's the type of person I am.
And you know, it's funny. A lot of my best friends like go to church all the time and they're very religious. And I'm so respectful of religion.
I don't organize religion though.
Oh, if you were sitting with like the top physicists or scientists in the world and they were like, this is how the world started. Like, so that debate to me is so fascinating.
I'll be honest, we're going to get deep. I personally don't believe in the Big Bang Theory at all. I mean, look outside right now. Just look outside. There's literally like 1,000 different freaking plants and trees.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. When have you ever seen something just poof out of nowhere and nothing exists? Like, so like,
when you fuck and you get, when you have sex and the sperm meets the egg, that's a poof.
Oh, okay, that is a poof.
But
how did we become the first poof? Right? There's no way.
Well, I think the scientists believe that animals and then we.
It's so they can make you think whatever they want. It is literally
said I don't know because I'm open-minded.
Yeah, like I just feel like the world is so complex and there's so many different creatures and plants and just, I mean, the extent of like, when you're watching like National Geographic and you see like this little bug and it's got like,
it's like pink and you're like, how? You're like, how is it that color?
Okay, you mean to tell me that all of this just like poof came out of nowhere? It's like there is so much design and meticulousness to every creature on this planet that I don't believe everything just poof came out of nowhere.
Chanel, you are perfect and you make me believe in God.
I'm just saying, I just feel
I totally am. That's why I'm open to it. It's almost like how could this not be orchestrated?
Yeah, and I don't think God's like some like man in the clouds with like a wand,
Yeah.
I always go back to I really think of God and the universe as like it's like one thing, but like I do feel that some higher being, whatever, created everything somehow, some way. And yeah, I just feel like it's like everything's just too complex, and it's even like this glass right here. My uncle taught me this little, and he's like, it's like, how did this glass get here, right? Like somebody made the glass. I put the glass there with my hand. Like a glass doesn't just poof come out of thin air. Like something had to put that glass on that. Like it didn't just float across the room to there. Like I physically put it there. So if you apply that same like concept to like just us being here like in the world. It's like something had to put us here. Like, do you get what I mean?
Totally.
It's just like kind of a common sense thing to me. I don't know. But
do you ever look at your daughter and you're like, I actually grew a human from scratch well, it's not really from scratch, it's from semen. But I'll look at my kid and I'm like, I can't believe I grew this.
No, I
mean, I cannot believe it.
I think that all the time. And then I that's what I'm saying. I think to myself, even like the complexities of like being a human and like having this baby and like just every little detail about how like we're like made to do that. Those are the things that make me be like, it's
unbelievable.
A more divine like creator behind this, because like we are magical. Like it's so crazy how like our bodies work and even how they can like regenerate and stuff, you know, like
how we heal, like you have in our cells just regenerate. That's pretty magical.
You know,
I want to ask you this now that we're on it, and then we'll do the impression game. Do you have a crazy labor story? Like, what was your labor like?
So that's another.
I'm
like,
just curious.
I healed from my C-section. I was like, this is incredible. Like humans can do this.
Yeah.
I do heal like decently well for.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not like a person who scars really bad, but like I was not supposed to have a C-section. Mm-hmm. I was a high risk pregnancy. But the whole time she was like, oh, it's looking good. It's going to be normal.
The whole time, the whole pregnancy, like, and like while you were in labor?
Up until like freaking like 3 days before practically. Mm-hmm. It was like, everything's going to be fine. Like it's looking good. And so I'm super tiny and my stomach was huge. So it was getting so close to her due date that the doctor was like, let's plan the date to induce and do it because we don't want you to get too big. You know what I mean? And have anything go wrong. So we planned the day to get induced, and she literally, by God's grace, like I'm saying, by nature, came at the exact time she was freaking due, and the exact day.
Yeah.
And so
same with mine.
It ended up being like 2 days before the planned thing. So the doctor wasn't there.
Oh.
And they put me on, do you know what Pitocin is?
Yeah.
Like speeds up the process.
I do.
I told them, I go, my mom gave birth to me really fast. I don't think I need Pitocin. Because I take after my mom health-wise.
Was it a quick decision where they're like, we're going to give you this and this is what's happening? And
yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
And I told them, I'm like, I don't think I need it. It sped it up so fast that what happened was I was ready to like deliver and the doctor wasn't there yet. So they slowed down the Pitocin.
So they were waiting for the doctor to arrive?
This is like,
no way. There wasn't a backup doctor?
Like I'm happy there wasn't, because she's the best of the best. So like, especially with C-sections, but and so she wasn't there yet. And so when they slowed down the Pitocin, my baby started to, I guess, lose oxygen, and they said her heart rate was slowing. And now I'm like, there's like all these people coming in the room. And
were you terrified?
Dude, I was terrified. I was
terrified.
Freaking panic attack.
Did you do the epidural?
Of course I did the epidural. I'm the funniest. People would ask me are you going to do it? I'm like, I'm going to try to go natural.
Yeah. Oh my God. We all do. And then you get in the room, you're like, epidural. Yeah, you're like, that is the craziest drug. If there was a guy selling epidural in an alley right now, I'd pay straight cash.
Got it. I was like, yo, can I get some snacks?
I was floating. They were like, get some sleep, mama. I was like, I'm out. Meanwhile, my man is like, nurse, can I get a better pillow?
Totally.
Like my neck hurts. Oh, your neck hurts? That's cute. We'll get you a chiropractor adjustment tomorrow.
But yeah, so it ended up being like this very fast thing though. And they like, next thing you know, they're like, we need you to sign this. We have to do an emergency C-section.
That's scary. It all moves so fast.
Very fast, very scary in the moment. But then as soon as she came out, I was like, wait, we're done? Like,
wow.
Minutes. And so now if I were to have another baby, I'll take a C-section.
So you didn't feel the actual cutting of it. Sorry if that sounds morbid. And then it was just so quick, and they put her on your chest.
Yeah,
right?
It was so.
And then they put like a curtain so you
there's a big,
see what's happening.
Yeah, I'm like, if I would have saw, I would have just like fainted.
And then your man was in the room.
He was not.
No.
So
are we putting him on blast?
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
We both do actually have really bad like medical anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're the type of people like to get like our blood taken, we like pass out.
Really?
This is why we're meant to be.
Aw.
So when they came in that like panic mode and they're like, oh my gosh, we need to do an emergency. He started getting so like light. He was like, I'm about to faint. And they were like, you need to sit down. And they're like, we're going now. And my mom's like, I'm ready. My mom's like, I'll go in. And my mom was like, just so excited to be there with me. So my mom was in the room with me and my mom actually saw my baby before I even saw her.
So that's very special.
Yeah. So, and he was just like on the verge of like passing out, waiting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not even going to make fun of that because that's a real thing. Like it's a lot visually. It's a lot.
I think I'm happy my mom was there because she's a strong woman.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if he would have just like fainted and I like needed the support, I would have been like,
that would have made you feel even more.
I would have got so scared. And then I would have been like, oh my God, like, get this guy out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have been pissed.
You would have been like, really?
Yeah. This is who I had a baby with?
Aw.
I'm kidding.
I love her name. Is that from David? Is that the inspiration?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love David Bowie. I'm a music person, so I always knew I kind of want to give.
I love her name.
A music-ish name, and I actually picked Breeze, her middle name, first, and so
Bowie Breeze.
I was listening to a lot of like 70s disco while I was pregnant. I kept joking. I'm like, she must be like reincarnated from somebody who like died in the freaking 70s or something, you know? And so I was listening to a lot of the 70s station on Sirius XM, and David Bowie kept coming up, and one day it just kind of hit me. It was like I just put the Bowie Breeze, and I was like,
ooh,
Bowie Breeze. I'm like, babe, that sounds catchy. And he's like, I'm not gonna lie, I really.
She's gonna be a nepo baby because of you. She's gonna have a lot of opportunities and connections. So
much shit about nepo babies, and now my child will be one.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Well, we're gonna do a little impression game with the Natpressions also in the hat.
Love that.
So we'll do this. I'm gonna pick it out. I'll draw it out. Or do you want to draw it?
You go.
I'll do it. Okay. So we're both gonna do impressions for this. This is how we're gonna end our grand finale. Okay. So you're gonna sing and I'm gonna talk.
Okay.
And then maybe you can give me. Okay. So you have to do Shakira singing Whenever.
Love it.
And I'm talking to you as Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
All right.
So. Okay.
Whenever, we're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be near.
And that's the deal, my dear.
Oh my God.
I don't even know if that's the words.
That was like so spot on. Like you actually sounded like her. I just didn't see you like shaking your hips. But I could do that for the both of us with my ass.
Yeah.
So that was like really spot on.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You're extra spot on.
Such a vibe. You are such a vibe. Have you met Kim K?
I haven't.
She hasn't been on the
She's like the only Kardashian I think I haven't.
Oh, yeah? We were talking about nice celebrities. She's one of the nicest celebrities I've met.
Chloe was.
I think they're all really nice. The whole family. People just love to talk negatively about them sometimes, but they're all really sweet.
Yeah, no,
You just nailed that.
all of the ones I've met are very sweet.
Okay.
But you were like the best. I am obsessed with watching people doing
I love her sister, Courtney, how she's like so into health and like everything organic, like turn the Wi-Fi off at night. Have you heard of that? Turning the Wi-Fi off at night?
No.
Oh, a lot of people do that now. It's like supposed to make you sleep better because from the EMF.
Taking the phone away from me at night, which is, it gets hard when I need an alarm though.
The next level is turning your Wi-Fi off at night, which I actually want to do. But my man is like, it's too complicated. Just leave me alone. Literally,
like,
I have an EMF protector in my house that's supposed to like shield 5,000 square feet from EMFs.
Wait, that's
a whole other podcast episode.
That actually, we got to talk about that on the sidelines. I'm into like all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever can protect me from like the radiation vibes and the seed oils.
We can text anybody we want and it will go through in a second. The person could be in New York. They're going to see the text right away. But isn't it at a cost? It has to be at some sort of cost. It's like, I think it's a little bit of radiation. I do. But like, that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist, but obviously flying on a plane is radiation too. But
yeah, well, I've noticed that that's another one. Like lately when I fly, I'm like, dude, I'm dead.
Yeah, it's exhausting. Well, because you're dehydrated, you're in the air.
It's bad for your circulation. I also had lipo, which ruins your circulation. So that's why mine is. Got it in Miami.
You got it in Miami. Where did you get it on your body?
My whole middle section.
After you had your daughter?
Yeah, and my chin. Chin was the best part.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you have like a bunch of bruises here?
So it wasn't that bad, actually. The funny thing is a lot of people say that the chin like can tend to like have really bad bruising.
Yeah. Sometimes
you might get more swollen. It was instantly,
oh.
I looked like a skinny face.
You could see it. So it just made you more snatched here. Mm-hmm. And then you did your arms?
Yeah, and I did my arms. Like I was the type of person, even at my skinniest, like a little extra fat, it would really show in my face. And now I can get a little chubbier and like it stays. So I highly recommend the chin.
Okay. Maybe one day in the future, if I ever get it, I'll get that contact.
Good jawline.
Yeah, my fat goes somewhere else, but
That's great.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, if I gain weight, it goes bottom half. But okay, well, yeah. So I love that you're open about lipo and like just getting stuff done. I love when women are just open about it. It's like
That's all I've done, so that's why I'm pretty open about it. I'm about to start getting everything though. I was like, as soon as I saw Lindsay Lohan, I'm like, give me what?
Have you seen Hilary Duff?
So Hilary Duff,
She has not aged.
I know.
I need all her contact info. And then the Kris Jenner facelift when I'm 70. What? That surgeon's probably not going to be alive then. But like if he has a son, he needs to train his people because that Kris Jenner facelift, what?
I know, it looks so good.
And her body too.
Yeah, I used to be a little bit more anti like plastic surgery. So I'm like, oh, just like own your looks, like be yourself. And it's like, yeah, you
feel good.
You could still like be confident in the body that you're made in, but also it's good to have a little, spice yourself up.
A little something. Yeah. Some people might say they don't believe me. I've never gotten Botox yet. I haven't gotten it yet.
Miami.
I'm kind of nervous, but I will get it eventually. But I'm all for all of that stuff. I just don't like when it's so shiny on people. And it's like, I can see my reflection in the forehead. Like, it's okay to have a little bit of aging, ladies. It's okay to age. It's okay to have some lines. No dude has ever been like, hey, I was going to smash with her. And then I got out of bed because she had like a line right here. I just like left and I ghosted her. That doesn't happen.
It's the same. They say the eyelashes too. Like, I don't know why girls spend so much on eyelashes. What man is like, oh man, you see the eyelashes on that?
Them. Yeah, my man hates them. He's like, what's with the eyelashes? Like, I don't wear them. And it also covers the eyeshadow. We spend like 30 minutes beating her face.
See, you have I have the extra Russian eyelids where it's like my eyebrow is touching my freaking like.
Now that you said you were part Russian, I see it. Like, you could be Svetlana, I could put fur on you, and now I see it. But before you said it, I would never think that you're part Russian.
I think we're like the Mongolian Russian. Like,
okay.
Because we all kind of look, my dad's side of the family is a little Asian-ish.
That's how my mom is too.
And like my dad, people would always be like, are you Asian or something? He's like, no, I'm Russian. But like, that's where I think because Mongolian is like right there too.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we are.
It used to be called Eurasia way back. I don't know the year. I'm pretty good with history, but if anyone can tell me, any of our producers know what year it was Eurasia.
Yeah.
But what city is your dad from? What city is your dad's family from? You said your great-grandparents.
Oh, my great-grandparents. So they're Russian, but they were from Kiev, Ukraine.
Okay.
So that's where they came from.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're like country and Russian.
I know. It's interesting. I'm like Dasha. I said to her, I met her and I go, oh, are you Russian? And she looked at me like surprised that I knew she was like, but she's actually Czech.
Okay.
And I go, oh, because you have a Russian name. Like, I'm Russian. And she was like, almost like, damn, like someone called me out. I'm like, yeah, girl, how did a Russian girl, a real Russian girl, like way more Russian than me, how'd you get in the country? She's got some rich Czech parents. I know for sure.
There we go. That's why. She got that Czech money. Literally a Czech.
Literally.
I love it. So you talk about your mom being a big inspiration for you. I know you have some silly stories about you. What about your dad's impact on you?
So yeah, my mom's definitely the more silly inspiration.
Yeah.
Dad was the more musical inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
He was a DJ.
Really?
Yeah, hip hop DJ, and an artist. Very creative guy. Like all he liked to do was make art and play music, and he really encouraged me to follow my dreams with music. And it's funny, he actually in New York lived across the street from the Armory. I don't know if you're familiar with New York, but they do a lot of fashion shows there. And
yeah, I'm familiar with New York.
And my dad took this video of me as a kid, and I'm literally like with a brush pretending I'm like a host on the red carpet, and I'm just like on the sidewalk in front of this red carpet. And it was little moments like that where my dad would really he would always be filming me with the video camera and stuff. So he really, I think, encouraged me to want to be on camera, to be comfortable in front of the camera. And like, honestly, if it wasn't for my dad, I don't think I would be in this industry. Like, he literally, since I was a kid, he's like, you're a superstar. Like, I'm like, aww, thanks, Dad.
That's amazing. So he saw you on TV, as I know you said he passed 2 years ago.
Emotion.
So he saw you on TV a lot. So he's so proud.
This is a really cool story. I'll try to make it short. So my dad lived in New York my whole life. So, people get confused, but they're like, how were you born in parents hooked up in New York? Mom moved here while she was pregnant. There you go. So I would go to visit my dad like my whole life, and I was obsessed with TRL as a kid. So my dad, he was a DJ too. So he'd be like sleeping in a lot. And I'd be waking him up around TRL time. It's like 2 p.m. I'm like, Dad, get up. I need you to take me to TRL. And so I'd always make him take, like, when people used to like stand beside TRL with like a fucking sign, I always would like make a sign like, Carson, I love you, or something like that. And the funniest is when I got my show on MTV, not a lot of people know about it, terrible marketing. But when I got my show on MTV, I had my own billboard on the same building where TRL used to be. And my dad got to see it. And
wow, that's a full circle moment.
it was such a great moment.
I love that. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your dad's name?
Seth.
Seth. Aw. It's amazing that you got your music from him and you guys definitely had that in common and he got to see you do amazing things. So we love you. We love you, Papa Seth. This episode is for you. Okay. Well, we had our very own coastal cowgirl here. Your single is coming out.
Yes.
We're going to definitely be playing that. I'm going to be working out to that. Say the name of the single one more time and anything else you want to plug.
Giddy Up. It is literally like the funnest song. It's coming out as country, but it's pop, a little bit funk, a little bit hip hop. Very fun song. The ladies are going to love it. It's definitely the type of song that makes you and your girls want to just like have a girls' night out. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and it was easy to remember too. And where can we find you on social media?
Everywhere at Chanel West Coast.
Everywhere at Chanel Coast. That's easy. And I want to give a shout out to Brian Lau while we're on the podcast. This has been the Nitty Gritty podcast where we talk about anything with anyone, no fluff, all entertainment. Chanel West Coast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Mwah.